Yo, mic check, mic check, mic check. Let me know if y'all can hear me good. Made a few adjustments to my mic, turned it down a little bit. Let me know if I'm too low. Tank versus Devin Haney. After that last fight where Devin Haney got Swiss cheesed up by homeboy, man, I'm gonna give that to Tank. I would have probably give it to Tank um anyway, but I would have said that it would be a little bit more close and um Devin Haney's not a knockout guy. He's more of a tactician. So I would say it would be a little bit closer. But man, after that last fight, boy he was looking vulnerable. Okay. And I still think he lost that fight. Um, my face cam bigger than your will to live. My face cam not even that big. What are y'all talking about? Is my face cam big? Stop trolling me. My face cam not even that big, dog. I done minimized that joint and everything. Stop playing with me, man. Hey man, if you don't want to say me, if you don't want to see me, just say you don't want to see me, bro. Don't blame it on the face cam. What up, hustle? Appreciate you being a member for 29 months. All right, we 27 minutes away from this showcase starting. This a very important showcase for Xbox. I don't use the term make or break anymore. Nothing is make or break for Xbox. I truly believe they can, for the most part, swim in the realm of mediocrity and just continue on like that and kind of be okay because their fan base will allow it. But I'm not intending or predicting that this showcase will be mid or will be mediocre. I actually and see, I don't want to see. I told myself this. I'm in a complicated position, right? Because remember, I told myself after Redfall, I don't put my faith in Xbox that often because for the most part they are dog shit. But once in a while I do. And Redfall was one of those situations. And that heavily backfired, of course. So after that, I said I'm not putting my faith in anything Xbox does, even if I do it like once a year. I do it very seldomly. But this is one of those shows where I just don't see how this could be a bad show with all the shit that they should have to show. The only way that this show could be bad to me is if like everything because the games and the content that we know are going to be there should be good on paper. The only way this could be a bad showcase is if the games that they show that should look good for some reason look like dog shit. But I don't know how and they're showing gameplay, right? And this isn't in comparison to PlayStation Showcase. Like I'm 99% sure this is going to be better than PlayStation Showcase to me because PlayStation Showcase didn't show shit. It was a whole bunch of CGI. It was only like 2 or 3 first party games. So if they show more gameplay than that, which they already pretty much confirmed that they're showing more first party gameplay than that, and it's going to be actual gameplay and not really CGI, you already won. To me, you already won based on that. Why is my camera facing the wrong way? Um, that must have been when I flipped it last time. Let me flip this shit because, like, why am I facing? I think my camera's flipped. Hold on, my damn camera flipped. Uh, is it flipped? Oh. hell? Hey, nothing. Oh, that was the wrong shit. My bad. All right. All yeah. I just don't know how they could. Now, I think I'm not interested in Starfield. No matter what they show about Starfield, it's not going to be a game I like because I'm not into those type of games. I don't like Fallout. I don't like Starfield. I don't like none of them. Outside of Outer Worlds, that's the only exception because I actually really liked Outer Worlds. But outside of that, I don't like none of the games like that shit. Like I don't like the Elder Scrolls. I don't like Fallout. I don't like that shit. So no matter what they show about Starfield, that's not a game I give a fuck about. Um, but at the least, they can still make the game look good and make it look decent and presentable because they've had some challenges even doing that with their game. No matter what they show about Starfield, I'm not getting it and I don't give a damn about it, but they can at least make it look good. They can at least still do that. I'm interested in you know, the rest of the stuff that we really haven't seen yet because most of the games that they should be showing are games that we've just been hearing about, but haven't actually seen any actual gameplay for. So, am I interested in Fable? Eh. I played what was it? No, I played Fable 2, but it was never the franchise was never something I was like all the way into like that. I don't really have like a connection to it like that I so I know I don't really care about it. Not to say that I'm not gonna buy it. I gotta see what it look like. There's a much higher chance of me buying this Fable game than me buying Star. There's no chance of me buying Starfield. But depending on how Fable looks, I will definitely may or may not cop it based on how it looks. But the games I'm mainly looking forward to seeing are shit like Indiana Jones, Hellblade, Perfect Dark, shit like that. You know, those are the games I'm, even looking forward to see what Avowed looks like. You know, I think somebody said State of Decay is still not going to be here. If that's true, that's kind of insane because they've been working on that game forever. So yeah, like Indiana Jones, State of Decay, uh, Perfect Dark, Contraband. If it's here, those are the games that I'm more curious about than that other stuff. But I don't even think I don't something. I don't know. I just feel like Contraband not going to be here either. I don't know. We'll see though. Um, but yeah, we got 20 minutes. Go ahead and hit that like button. Weapon Wheel Podcast is going to be at its normal time. So this thing is going to be 2 hours. The regular show is going to be 1 hour, right? And then the Starfield Direct is going to be another hour. So by that time, it's going to be what, 3 o'clock? And Weapon Wheel is starting at its normal time, 5:45. Maybe we should have pushed it up closer, but I think uh it's too it's too soon to do that, meaning that if I jump into DMs and be like, hey guys, let's go live at like 4 or some shit, they're gonna be like, dog, I don't like to do that type of shit. I don't like to inconvenience people because they got lives. Sticking to a schedule is important, so we just gonna wait it out, go 5:45. Tighten with some more gifting memberships. Shout out to you, man. You've been supporting the Discord, been supporting the channel. You a real one, bro. Appreciate it. Uh, Shout out to everybody who's a member. all the super chats, the super thanks, the Patreons, all of that good stuff. Yeah, we appreciate all that, man. Titan is the real MVP. Oh yeah, Hellblade. Definitely, of course, looking forward to Hellblade. Unlike the rest of these Shar games or Shar games, right? From shout out from Sweden. Hey, shout out, bro. Shout out to you, man. Um, yeah, unlike the rest, unlike a bunch of these other frauds who only started liking or only started caring about Hellblade after became an Xbox exclusive, I have actually been a fan from day one and look forward to the sequel. So yeah, man. If they pull this off, it's gonna look it's going to get some of the scrutiny, the pressure, a little bit off of Xbox's back. You know, they've been under fire for they had like one of the worst like 2 month periods you've ever seen like a publisher go through. Oh, that was a rough 2 months. They had what was it? Uh, April to May when a bunch of all that shit went down. The deal and Redfall. Oh yeah, they had the worst 2 months ever. So this will alleviate some of that pressure they feeling if they have a really good show. Um, you know, the shows are a precursor to the games. When the games come out, obviously that time is more important. But showcases are just almost nearly important as game releases because it's a lot of people just create their outlook on you from these showcases. They get hype from these showcases and everything like that, and they do have impact. Don't let anybody tell you like showcases don't matter or Metacritic don't matter. All that shit matters. All that shit affects your brand. It affects your reputation. It affects sales, or in Xbox's cases, subscriptions. It affects all that. All this shit is important. And don't let nobody tell you no different. It definitely affects you as a brand and as a company and all that. And Xbox for the longest time, hasn't had the best reputation with these games, so they need a win here. They did have a good showcase. What was it? 2 years ago, I think they had a decent showcase. Like I think it was 2 years ago. I don't think it was last year. The first time they announced, was it when they announced Indiana Jones and Perfect Dark? I think that was the show. And Contraband, remember that show? Was that 2 years ago? I think that was 2 years ago. That was even though it wasn't very much game. It wasn't any gameplay of all those things. It was still a decent showcase. Not very good first party showcase, I would say, but as far as gameplay go, they still announced a lot of shit from first party, but didn't show any gameplay. I think that was a decent showing. It was okay. Let me do. Mm-mm. I just need to do a sound check. Let me open up the Iron Lords real quick.
To celebrate the leaders of the bold.
Okay, cool. The sound should be good. All right, we got 12 minutes. A pre-show show a pre-show show prediction score. I'm gonna give it I'm gonna predict a 6.5, which is honestly I think pretty good as a score for showcases. Best based on my curve because I'm pretty harsh on showcases. I be giving showcases like a 2 and a 3. So a 6.5 on my curve is like pretty damn good. It's decent. So I'll give it like a 6.5. Am I expecting it to be worse than Summer Game Fest? I thought Summer Game Fest was good. I gave Summer Game Fest a 7. I thought it was actually good. I don't expect it to be as good as Summer Game Fest. So that's yeah, so that's why I'm gonna give it a 6.5 because I feel like there's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff that it's not for me and it doesn't look good. Because I can give a game, I could give you a point for a game that I don't like, but it still like looks like a good game. I feel like they gonna have a few. It's Xbox, right? So Xbox be having, I don't know, Xbox has this thing where they a lot of their when they take a game, their approach to a game, how do I put this? I don't know. Their approach to developing games, sometimes it's like trying to think of the best way to put this. It's like when you have a it's like when you got kids, I guess. If you got two kids, one kid is like it's like they're twins. Like if you got twins, but Xbox is the twin that kind of has like mild autism. Like on paper. So it's like they should be a savant, right? They should be one of those autistic kids with like that's like highly talented. They have all the resources and they're highly talented and they should specialize in something specific, like playing the piano, like a lot of savants are. But they just be struggling for some reason. They struggle in in other fields and in other dimensions. You get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying. That it should be everything they put out should be great based on their circumstances, but that DNA to struggle and that DNA to fuck shit up just from their design philosophy just guarantees you at least like maybe not a fuck up, but I don't like the way you did this. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like the way you go about making games or designing games. Your game philosophy just be off. Whereas like if I gave this exact game to another studio under another publisher, it would look better than this, it would play better than this, it would present better than this. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I can say shit about autistic people. My brother's autistic. That's kind of crazy for me to say that. That's like that's literally the same thing. People be like, "Well, I got a black best friend," but I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I'm gonna go ahead and use it because, hey man, if white people can use the "I got a black best friend" cop out, I can use the "I got an autistic brother" cop out. I'm just gonna use that card, and I don't mean no offense to autistic people. There's autistic people all along the spectrum and neurodivergent. They're high functioning and all that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. So yeah, that's what Xbox is. So yeah, and I'm I'm very interested to see how these games play, but also look, right? Because regardless of what people try to push, presentation is very important. Presentation and, is part of is part of feedback and what you feel when you're playing the game. What you're looking at, the art styles and the visuals and the fidelity, all that matters because of immersiveness, right? And I'm curious because we've seen Xbox do this for whatever reason, Xbox Studios, for some reason, like when they're making a new game or bringing back an old game, the art style they choose be some claymation Veggie Tales bullshit. Don't know why. You know what I'm saying? They wanna make their games look like Veggie fucking Tales. And like why, bro? Why? When you have such a powerful console, and a lot of people have given them shit for that. So I'm just curious to see how a lot of these games look. Um, am I vibing with Lords of the Fallen? I actually pre-ordered it before this. It's $44 on Green Man Gaming. I beat the first one, so I was like, I might as well go. I might as well cop this for the low. So yeah, I bought it. Yeah, Green Man Gaming. It's what's wrong with Green Man Gaming? The PC website. See, I mainly still use Green Man Gaming and CD Keys. I still use both of those. Lady Hulk, what up? Yeah, I could have made a bingo sheet for this. I mean, it would be pretty easy to get bingo on an Xbox showcase. You're gonna hear a whole lot of world premieres. You're gonna hear Game Pass 50, 11 times. Um, what else? What else they be saying at every Xbox showcase? Um, they're gonna say some goodwill bullshit about how much we care about the fans, and this is for you, and we're a company of the people. They always try to do that. We're your friends type bullshit at Xbox shows, and I hate that because it's disingenuous. You do not give a fuck about us. Like stop leveraging that. Oh, we're your friends, angle. And what I hate more is that their fans fall for it. The fans really be believing that like Xbox and the executives, oh, they have their ear down to the streets. They think like Phil Spencer is that politician who walks through the streets and like shakes hands and kisses babies and motherfuckers Bill Clinton or some shit. Like, man, if y'all don't cut it out, like they pulling the wool over y'all eyes. They're like I keep saying, Xbox be rocking these dudes to sleep. They be rocking them to sleep with this friendliness, and they don't even realize why while they rocking you to sleep, you ain't got no games. But yeah, I hope they don't do much talking. I don't want to. I don't want to see no developers at a round table. Like I don't want to see a whole bunch of uh Xbox execs coming out and talking and doing a wardrobe change. And man, I do save that. Please save it. Please save that. Just show the games. We don't after yes, Phil Spencer should come out and talk at the beginning. After that, the rest of y'all fall back. We don't need to hear from y'all. We don't need to hear from y'all. They haven't done that in years. I mean, they didn't do it. They did it in 2021. But after people yelled at them in 2022, they kind of like let that shit go. But don't know if that's something they've completely abandoned yet. So we got 2 minutes. Exciting times. Hey man, let's clap it up for Xbox. All right, let's get some emojis, some cheer emojis, some clapping emojis for Xbox. Let's cheer them on, right? Let's encourage Xbox. Let's be positive, right? Xbox is gonna do great. They're going to, really surprise people. They're going to deliver. This is, listen, I'm not saying I believe this, but you got to put this shit into the universe, positivity into the universe, and it changes shit, right? So positive thinking, positive reinforcement, put it out there, light some sage, light some candles, prayer circle. Xbox will deliver. Xbox will deliver, people. Once again, not saying it's empirical truth. I'm just trying to be positive, trying to help my Xbox brethren out there and help out the hype and help out the movement. That's all. This better not, imagine they do a fucking countdown at 1 p.m. Some of these shows be doing that shit. I'll be pissed off. They better not show no goddamn countdown. The premiere to the countdown. Oh yeah, I'll kill somebody. All right, what's going on? It's 12:59. Let's go Xbox. Woo! Let's go Xbox. Woo! Team Xbox. Let's go. Believe in the heart of the cards. You can do it, Xbox. We're all cheering for you. We all got your back. We believe in you. Even though you fumbled an infinite amount of goddamn times. But we believe in you. All right, it's 1 o'clock. Let me go ahead and refresh. Okay, where's this premiere at? God, okay. Just a premiere countdown. Nothing wrong with that. There's 122,000 people watching the official Xbox stream from the Xbox official channel. Bunch of other people watching, other sites and stuff. Let me go full screen. Oh, I'm stupid as hell. My headphone's not even on. And they got it. Oh yeah, and they doing this in 4K. Yeah, Xbox. They said, listen, we putting our dick on the table. We putting our dick on the table. Y'all gonna see what's up. 4K. We want y'all to see all this in this crispiness in all of the pixels. Let's go. What they starting out with. Set the tone. Set the tone. Let me know if the sound good. Let me know if I need to adjust anything.
Oh, we're finally doing this, are we? Because I was going to make a sandwich. Okay. Let's do it. What do I think about heroes? Well,
is this Fable?
We've all seen them, haven't we?
Looking like Fable.
About the place with their disproportionately high cheekbones and comically massive weapons.
Wanker.
Roughing up bandits, because they like to rough up bandits, don't they? Living it up with the common folk every single night. On a day-to-day basis, I'd say the true hero's me, someone who's breaking new ground with fruit, with veg, on the agricultural side of things.
Just look at them.
Not wafting around mythical creatures. And that's what they are. Wafters.
Yeah, well done.
You see, I'm not here to slay legendary beasts. I'm here to conquer the vegetable, not a euphemism. Let's face it, the age of heroes is over. This is the age of innovation. This, if you will, is the age of death. One moment.
is awkward.
Yeah.
Okay, this looks like actual gameplay now. Is it? Okay, it's in engine. We know that.
Oh.
Part of like 5 seconds of that looked like gameplay. It looked like it might have been. They be lying. See, this is that shit they be pulling, bro. You can't tell what part of that was actual gameplay. Yeah, in engine, sure. It wasn't CG, but it looked in engine, which is kind of like the same fucking thing. As that didn't do nothing, bro. We don't know. We still don't know how Fable plays. They be fucking lying, dog. I'ma let. Okay. They be just. If that's all they got to show for Fable, that's fucking disappointing.
Death don't have no mercy in this land. Death don't have no mercy in this land. He'll come to your house and it won't stay long. You look in the bed and somebody be gone. Death don't have no mercy in this land.
Shaking bones. Been a while. So, you remember that favor you owe me? I'm looking for a creature. Huge, sneaky, teeth like knives. No? Well, hey, how about you guys? No? Nobody? Not helpful. Mm-hmm. Sneaky.
South of Midnight. This is Compulsion's new game that we've been waiting on so long. Okay, but once again, the problem I have with these type of trailers is you don't know shit about the game. They don't be telling you shit about the game. Like what is that?
World premiere.
What does that tell me about the game? Nothing. I know absolutely nothing about what that game is about. Like,
Dangerous times. At least that's what I hear.
okay, we got Ubisoft. Oh, this is the Ubisoft
The Empire?
Star Wars game? Wait, what's this?
They're everywhere. But the world here belongs to the syndicates. If I want to survive, I have to play their game. Looks like I'm all in.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought, I'm out.
There she is.
I've been held back my whole life. And now, I just need a chance to finally be free. Wherever that takes me.
I'm here to offer you a way out, okay?
Get off my ship, Jalen.
Give me a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. It'll be dangerous, risky. But if you pull this off,
I really don't care about this trailer.
again.
Big Star Wars fan, but once again, this CGI shit, bro.
The underworld shows no mercy,
Is that Nicolas Cage?
but it's a
What?
big galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.
I'm calling for a ban of CGI at all game showcases. I am calling for a ban.
Wow. Fable, South of Midnight, Star Wars Outlaws. Welcome to our first ever double feature, the Xbox Game Showcase, followed by a deep dive into one of the most important RPGs ever made, Starfield. Gaming is the most powerful of all entertainment. It transports, it challenges, it connects us, and it's just incredibly and awesomely fun. That is why Team Xbox is committed to building the greatest place to play. By partnering with the most ambitious of game creators, and by unleashing the power of the gaming community, enabling all of us to play the games we want with our friends anywhere, from mobile devices to PCs to consoles. The lineup we have for you today is just incredible. These are the works of the very greatest creative teams from around the world. We made this show for you, the largest, most engaged, and globally diverse fan base in Xbox history. You are the heart and soul of Xbox. Your passion drives us, and you are the inspiration for the
Didn't I tell you they were going to do this? They were going to do this thing where they like talk like they're the friends of the gamers. I told you.
Thank you. This next game is from Thunder Lotus, the award-winning studio behind Spiritfarer, who've gone back to their combat roots with an amazing co-op raid-focused action game that is uniquely theirs. All right, everybody, it's time.
World premiere.
Yeah, so far, don't care about this so far. Kind of feel nothing so far. Is this Payday or wait, it's the Payday game or is this Contraband?
Nothing to it.
The mask make me think it's Payday, because they said a new Payday game was coming out, right? It's got to be Payday. I've never gotten into the Payday games. I think they're so fucking corny.
Everybody hit the floor.
See, this is gameplay. Just as an example, this is gameplay. They're editing it from the cinematic angle, some parts, but you can clearly see what parts are gameplay. That you, from the player's perspective, from how you will experience it. This is gameplay. That Fable shit, not gameplay. Y'all could try to spin that and flip that how many times y'all want. That was not gameplay. As much as I don't give a fuck about Payday, this is gameplay.
World premiere.
World premiere. World premiere. This must be those 2 new Persona. Well, not new, but it's 1 new Persona game, right? And then it's a remake of something else. Is that what this is? It's a remake of Persona 3. I'm more interested in that Persona Tactics game. Show me that tactical shit. That's what I want to see. Persona 3 Reload. Jack Move, if you stream this shit, I swear to God, nigga, I'ma come to Memphis. I'ma find you. Do not stream this shit for another fucking year. We don't want to see that shit, brother. Keep that shit off our timeline. What is this? Oh, it's Obsidian's game?
People don't like you very much, do they? Sent here to the living lands by an emperor who couldn't bother to come himself.
This is Avowed, right? See, this at least looks like gameplay. Very edited, but still gameplay.
That seems to be corrupting our very souls.
If y'all would stop this editing, just let the game fucking play for a little bit.
But the truth is, you scare us. The way you fight. The power you wield. The secrets you keep.
This looks cool, but remember what I said about that art style that Xbox Studios, I guess, keep going with? It kind of feels like in that same art. Why are so many games using this art style, bro?
So now that you have all this power,
Can you? I don't know if it's an engine shit or some art style shit, but I feel like game art style is just becoming very homogenous, and like I remember where like before it feels like no game artistically really looked the same. Now I feel like so many games like artistically look like they're made by the same studio, in the same engine, same art style. It just feels like that. This is Sea of Thieves. Yeah, I could take a break and scroll through Twitter.
Welcome to the Scum Bar, the most notorious tavern on Melee Island. Wall-to-wall rogues and scoundrels.
So tell me, which ship is right for you? A big ship? A luxury ship? A ship with just a splash of je ne sais quoi?
The legend of Monkey Island? You mean Governor Guybrush. But Threepwood's not set foot out of that mansion for almost a year.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? I told you no autographs. So I see you have a meet and greet ticket. And I guess it's not every day that you get to meet the mighty pirate Guybrush Threepwood, the legend of Monkey Island.
LeChuck has turned the memories of this island into a prison for Guybrush.
Well, well, what do we have here?
You need these.
Things may be very different from the Sea of Thieves you know. Hold on!
I don't even understand what that was. Was that an expansion?
World premiere.
Oh God, it's this better not be. Is this another flight simulator trailer? Is a sequel or DLC? What is this? Rescue simulator? Search and rescue? That's what we doing? It looks good, but always look good. Is it really a search and rescue game? Or are they just like expanding the type of shit you can do? It looked like they're just expanding the different type of flight you can, you can do. Like construction, search and rescue, all the different types. Okay. Oh, so it's just okay. Okay. They abusing the hell out this in-game footage text at the bottom of the screen. It's a collaboration. I still never seen Dune. Never read the book, never seen the movie. I don't even know what that shit is about.
Hi, Melina here, speaking
Finally.
from our performance capture stage at Ninja
Yes,
Theory,
some
where we
real
have just wrapped
Hellblade.
our shoots
Show
for
us
Senua
gameplay.
Saga
Shut your
Hellblade
ass
2.
up.
When we first showed gameplay for Hellblade 2, it was a look at some of
Gameplay.
the game's cinematic and immersive action, where Senua faced off against a gigantic
Show us
troll on the
combat.
Icelandic coastline.
We need to see combat. Focus on that. That better be what this is about.
Today, we're taking you deeper into Senua's story, her personal quest, her unique perspective on the world, and the intimate journey that awaits you in Senua's saga. What you'll see today is all captured by the team on Xbox Series X.
Every time they prop up some white woman on here, y'all get to acting all thirsty. Milk merchants.
She can feel them slipping through her soul, following the threads of her mind. She's here to find them, the ones who hide. She needs their help with a promise, a question. But it's never so simple, is it? Wisdom has a price. There's always a part of you that changes.
See, this looks like some real gameplay now.
And a part of you that dies. Over there, that pool. I can feel them. Feel them everywhere. The lost ones. They are watching us.
This looks like gameplay, but it's a cutscene. That's what it looks like. This looks right now looks like a cutscene.
You should never have come here. They can see us. What is going to happen? It's time to find out. How can we make it happen? It's time to find out. Why are they watching? It's time to find out. What are they waiting for? Senua, what are you waiting for?
There better be a release date at the end of this shit.
Watching more than one. Where are they?
Where are you?
What do they want? I don't like it. I'm scared. This is too much. Their eyes everywhere. I can feel them boring into her. Witch. What is she supposed to do? Do something. Ask them.
What do you want me to do?
Lost souls fought through hell to find us.
You were lost. Not anymore.
All this damn talking and cinematics. Oh. Show us some combat.
What if it's all for nothing? What is that? There. They are waiting. There. It's them. It's you. What will they do to her? What will we do to us? Touch it. And feel your mind. Your voices. All the parts of you that are broken. You can be whole. All the grief. All the rage. All the fear.
Everything I've seen, everything I've done, has led me to this place.
We've come so far, not far enough. Say it. You are ready. Tell them.
I am here. Now.
What if we get lost forever? What will happen to them? What will happen to you?
I will not let them down.
She is ready. They know. Go.
Who are these around you?
If that's the end of this trailer, you could suck my dick.
Those you have saved.
I already knew this game was coming out 2024. There was no way it was coming out this year. What dog shit trailer. Dog shit. Bro. This game the first one came out in 2017. The weakest hold on. the weakest part of Hellblade, the original game, was the combat. We've seen 3 trailers right now and still have not seen no fucking combat. We know nothing about this game through 3 trailers. Nothing. If you remove all the trailers from Hellblade that we've seen, we know the same. Why is there ass on the screen? We know the same amount that we do now with trailers. We know the same amount about Hellblade. This is...
Oh my god! A stranger!
なんだよ。どうかしたか?
Oh, surf's up, dude. Yeah, dude. Hang loose, bro.
俺がどうかしたのか? は? は? どうなってんだこりゃ!
Appalachia. What a sight! A verdant wonderland of promise plucked from post-atomic blight. The fruit of years of prudent progress and determined reclamation, and 15 million dwellers worth of keen imagination. From the heart of West Virginia,
What is this, Fallout?
the depths of the pit.
Well, we owe it all to Vault 76.
No matter if you roam alone or spend your time with friends, you'll find a home
Is this
in
a new Fallout
Appalachia
game?
where the good times never end. There are relics to uncover from a time before the war, along with loads of friendly folks to meet and enemies galore. Our world is always changing. Greater foes are overthrown as we embark on expeditions into thrilling new unknowns. Yes, from Appalachian settlements to Nuka World on tour. You're never short on things to do or places to explore. Think you've seen it all, eh? Well, how about this? Pack your bags for an escape of Epicurean bliss. Put your rad shield on and fix your hair up pretty, because we're headed for the boardwalk of Atlantic City. So there you have it. Now you know. There's a million ways to make the wasteland your waste home. And when you hear adventure calling, when you're looking for some kicks, answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault 76. Play it now with Xbox Game Pass.
World premiere.
Niggas is really calling that Hellblade shit gameplay. She walked 10 paces, looked in a pool at her fucking reflection, and talked. That's gameplay to you niggas? You niggas is different. This motherfuckers is different if they call that gameplay. You motherfuckers different, dog. And I missed that. I fucking missed. I wasn't paying attention. What was that? What was that Fallout shit? Was that Fallout DLC or a Fallout new game? What was it? I completely missed it. My bad. Oh, it's 76 DLC? Okay. Never mind. This is an example of gameplay. Even though I don't know what the fuck this shit is, I'm just trying to illustrate in this showcase the difference between games that show gameplay and games that don't. Because when you get to talking about it, dudes act slow and dense and stupid. Like, oh, it was gameplay. I saw gameplay. It was right there. Look. Oh, look, right there. It was gameplay. Look, right there. They be pointing to a second out of a 30-second trailer. They be like, oh, look, right there. That was gameplay. Look. Rewind to that 1 second right there. That was gameplay. Shut your stupid ass up. Look, it was gameplay. Shut up, dummy.
And Cadillac.
Motherfucker, you gotta fucking point out 1 second out of a 30-second trailer just to find the gameplay, finding a needle in a haystack, playing Where's Waldo to find fucking gameplay. This is insane.
The legendary Corvette has been a celebrated champion for decades. The all-new Chevrolet Corvette E-Ray continues that tradition. General Motors is proud to usher in a new era of competition with the innovators behind the new Forza Motorsport.
Forza Motorsport and General Motors are pairing their strengths in technical excellence and sophisticated modern design to take bold steps into the future and bring that experience to gamers. I'm thrilled to welcome the Cadillac V-Series.R and the Corvette E-Ray to the home of competition.
I don't care about Forza, but and to be real, Xbox dudes don't care about mainline Forza either. They care about Forza Horizon. Don't get it twisted. Not hating on Forza, I don't. It is what it is. People say it's the best racing game, best racing series between, but I don't care. But all due respect to it, I guess.
Was your best lap yet.
This is my timeline.
Did that have a date? Did it say? My bad. I'm not paying attention again. I'm sorry. I just don't care about some of this shit. Did they have a release date? 2023? October 10th? That had leaked before the show. Was it October 10th? Okay, yeah, that leaked.
I have seen betrayal, endurance, ambition, and courage. I am the one who knows. For perhaps the first time in my unending existence, I feel disconnected from fate's flow. Unseen forces move against me, hungry for forbidden knowledge. A mystery long kept hidden. A secret that threatens to unravel reality itself.
Is this ESO? You know what bothers me, and I'm not blaming Elder Scroll Online for this, because you know this is a game that's been out and going for a long time. But you know how you used to be able to identify games like just by looking at it now before? Now you could see a game, watch a whole trailer, and still not sure what the fuck game is this. You're still not sure. These games are really starting to blend together. Like they just don't like have that unique identifier, you know?
They need our help.
People are answering Winston's recall.
Don't care about Overwatch.
And we have so much to teach them.
If we can stop Null Sector, maybe we can save the city.
Coming through!
Been a while, Vivian.
As if I didn't have enough problems already.
So we fly up there, smash through anything that gets in our way, and punch another business.
I hate to interrupt the moment, but I'm picking up reports of more attacks in other cities.
It's a fight they want. I say let's give it to them.
Time to create team.
I feel like the type of people who care about Overwatch and still play Overwatch are the type of niggas that like eat bootios for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the type of dudes who play this game just go to their kitchen, look at the top of their fridge, and like, what do I want to eat this morning? Oh yeah, a heaping bowl of bootios. That's what I imagine. Just pour out this big flaking just box of bootios. Like, come on, get this shit out of here, bro. About to eat some bootios and play Overwatch. Lame ass weirdos playing this dog shit. I remember when I said when Overwatch first came out and I said Overwatch was dog shit. Oh man, they tried to get me out of here. They tried to pack me up. The PC community was upset. I had mad thumbs down. Why didn't they just put this next to the other trailer?
It looks like we're in a palace.
What the hell is going on? Who are these people?
If this is the tactical game? Let me see. Let me see how this play.
Can you get us out of here? So you're telling me you're
Oh, this is a day one. I could tell you right off the bat, this is a day one for me.
The Rebel Corps will always help the Phantom Thieves, just as the Phantom Thieves have helped the Rebel Corps.
You already know how I feel about my strategic turn. This look turn-based. My strategic turn-based strategy games. It's a day one. Day one. Y'all can keep that other Persona mainline bullshit. Y'all can have that. I'll be here. I'll be playing this actual greatness. Y'all can keep that rest of Persona shit.
Deep inside, I know you realize things can't go on like this. So, will you take a stand beside us? Yeah, let's show them what we got.
Oh yeah, November. We in there. We in there.
Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown.
JoJo, Atlas milking P5 like Square with Final Fantasy VII.
Not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it.
Was it Starfield? Yeah. So they're just gonna show a clip of Starfield and then get deeper into the game after. Y'all still living off the coattails of Starfield and Fallout 4, I see. They didn't. Well, did the same? No, that was a different studio. Okay.
The biggest question of all. What's out there. You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever. This is where we belong.
That shit looks so mid and janky. So I've long time said, to me, the most important part of a game is the combat. I've always said that. I'm consistent about that. Like, you have to impress me with your combat for me to really care about your game. I have to like that very specific combat loop. And like, the combat in this game looks absolute ass butter, dumpster juice. It looks ass. I'm sorry. And granted, I think people who buy like shit like Starfield, who are excited for it and shit like that, they aren't necessarily in it for some like amazing combat system. That's not what the game is necessarily about, I think. But all that other shit, like exploring planets and being a space ranger, I guess, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't want to explore shit. Like, I don't want to explore shit just to be for explore shit's sake, just to be a space ranger and shit. Man, I'm good on that shit. I don't want to explore a million planets and shit just for the sake of being, you know, it ain't for me, bro. This is gameplay. See, this is gameplay. Remember, I'm gonna point out every time we see gameplay in a trailer. This is actual gameplay. This is what you as the player will be doing, and it's from your perspective. And you see how it's like not cut up into like 5,000 pieces. They actually give you a few seconds. They give you a few seconds to see the different shit you'll be doing. You see? This is what you call a gameplay trailer. Not that other bullshit y'all trying to pull. That okey doke. That finesse. That scam. No. I'm telling you, they trying to hoodwink us. They trying to hoodwink us, bro. They trying to bamboozle us. Hoodwink and bamboozle. There's a studio called the Chinese Room. That's crazy. I don't know why that's funny. Korea. Is it really 150 already? Holy shit. is this? I fucking hate gameplay trailers in our current era. Gameplay trailers in our era are like so bad now, bro. They don't tell us anything. We got to go back to our roots of like gameplay trailers, bro. Remember like, it's like back in the day, they even had to like, even the back of the box, what you put on the back of the box was extremely important, because that was the era when, listen, somebody might buy your game just strictly off what's on the back of the box and the front cover. And the trailer that came on TV, and now it's like they don't give a fuck. They just make some nebulous, ominous trailer that don't tell you shit about shit. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's our trailer. Like, what happened to the science and the art of making a good gameplay trailer? It has died. The art of making good gameplay trailers are dead.
Hi. I'm very excited.
Man, get your ass out of here, Keanu. Respectfully. John Wick 4 was fire, but respectfully, we ain't trying to hear from you, good brother. We ain't trying to hear from you.
Phantom Liberty. This new adventure reunites Johnny and V on a dangerous spy mission and introduces Idris Elba as secret agent Solomon Reed. It's really amazing to share the screen with you, Idris. It's cool to be a part of this game with you, man. As a player, you'll get to visit Dogtown, an unexplored part of Night City, and rescue the President of the new United States of America. Expect a massive expansion, twists, secrets, and plenty of stuff to do. I know the team at CD Projekt Red just keeps raising the bar when it comes to telling cinematic stories in video games, and I really can't wait for you to play it on Xbox Series X and S. But enough talking. I'm guessing you want to see for yourself, and so it is my honor and pleasure to give you and introduce the official trailer for Phantom Liberty. Check it out.
There's gotta be a way out of this.
Johnny, I'm dying. There's nothing can stop that.
V. My name is Songbird. I'm an NUS intelligence analyst. I know about the bomb ticking in your head. And I can save your life.
I don't care about Cyberpunk, so.
What's the catch?
I need you to get to Dogtown.
Jojo. Ah, yes. The shallow modern day RPG with the illusion of choice. This game was generic as fuck, and no one changing that.
Sleeper agents. Time to wake them up.
So NUSA's tossing us back into the fray, huh?
Stay sharp. We're in the wolf's den now.
Get Myers out of there.
Time to evac.
Her safety is the top priority.
Shit! They catch us out here, we're dead.
Wait, hear that?
God almighty! It's moving! Run! This way! Quick!
Someone ratted us out.
You know, V, treason ain't ever black and white.
It's a charade, V.
Wherever she goes, people get hurt. Bodies drop.
Just want what Songbird promised me. The cure.
The situation's changed. You need to know if you're with me.
Illusion of freedom draws in the desperate. Pick your truth, V.
Come on, got iron in your hand. Gotta put it to someone's head. Pull the trigger.
If I don't do anything, and do it soon, I'll die.
How underwhelming. I am bored and underwhelmed and hungry. Is this city, this city skylines or some shit? Or what is this? It looks like city skylines. And by the way, it's gameplay. Gotta point it out that it's gameplay. Oh, City Skylines too. Well, Bond will be happy about that. What's the fuck is up with all these games in October, bro? Not that I'm buying this shit, but I think there's like, there might be 6 major games in October. Jesus Christ.
World premiere.
Okay. What the fuck? What is this, Persona 6? It's turning into the goddamn Atlas showcase. Why did they have to put the from the creators of Persona 3, 4, and 5? Yeah, we assumed that, bro. We already assumed that. We figured. This is Persona really showed, I mean, Atlas really showed 3 games, bro. They putting everything Persona out there. Metaphor? Is that what it said? Is that what the game's called? Metaphor Refantat. But why does it look like
World
it literally just looks like Persona 6. Usually when a studio makes a game that looks exactly like another game, but it's not called that, they're usually doing that for a reason. So we gotta see. There's usually a reason for that.
Humanity's cities have fallen.
That might be a strategic decision.
People's only means of survival is to seek sanctuary here, in the Belfry. You must explore this world to find the origins of this evil.
Wait, let me see what this is.
And bring hope back to our people.
What is with this fucking art style everybody's using? Well, this one looks a little bit more vibrant. I'm not gonna hate on it because it actually does look a little bit more vibrant. It stands. I like the art style. It pops a little bit more. This actually looks all right. This actually looks okay.
Together,
Is this
you can save humanity.
Towerborn? Oh, is this a tower defense game or something? Well, no. I don't know. Looks okay. I hate that name though. It's 2 o'clock. That can't be. They got to have one more in there. Yeah, they got to have.
Premiere.
If this is the last game, it got to be a big game. Isn't there a bunch of shit we haven't seen yet? Like a bunch of important shit we haven't seen. Indiana Jones, Perfect Dark.
This city is a miracle of progress. A finely tuned, delicately balanced machine. But it only takes one rebellious little gear to ruin everything. If you resist my rule,
Gameplay. See, that's gameplay. That even though they're editing, you could. That was still gameplay.
what I have built. There is nowhere in space or time where I will not destroy you.
This looks very reminiscent of BioShock Infinite, though. It does. This looks like BioShock Dishonored.
Any last words before my friend puts one in your skull?
My nigga, what is that on your side of your face? Those sideburns was crazy. Yeah, that looked like BioShock Dishonored. Coming in due time. that looked okay. Like, I'm not mad at that. That looked intriguing.
Thank you all for joining us.
Wow.
Today is a special day for me and the team. I'm excited to see 11 games showcased from our first-party studio.
You got real guts coming out here,
Open
Phil.
with Fable from Playground Games, which will bring the franchise into the modern era while staying true to its British style and humor. Compulsion and In Exile shared their first original experiences since joining Xbox with South of Midnight and Clockwork Revolution. And we are thrilled at how Avowed is shaping up for release next year from the RPG masters at Obsidian. In addition to Avowed, our studios will deliver Hellblade 2, an all-new Microsoft Flight Simulator, Towerborn, and more in 2024. Later this month, players can look forward to Elder Scrolls Online Necrom and Sea of Thieves Monkey Island. As we look to holiday, we will launch Starfield and Forza Motorsport, both built for Xbox Series X, S, and PC. We are also honored to share 14 games today from our creative partners, like Star Wars Outlaws from Ubisoft Massive, in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games. 33 Immortals from Thunder Lotus, Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess from Capcom, and more Persona games coming to Game Pass thanks to our continued partnership with Sega Atlas. I'd also like to congratulate the Studio Zero
Congratulate
team
these nuts,
on
Phil.
Metaphor Refantazio. It's great to be able to premiere what is next from the creators of Persona here in our showcase. We are focused on putting our players and game creators first in everything we do. No matter if you choose to play on Xbox, PC, or over the cloud, all gamers are welcome here at Xbox. When it comes to our consoles, we have heard your feedback on two fronts.
We have heard you.
First, we have significantly increased our supply of Xbox Series X, making it easier for fans to find globally.
Nobody still ain't gonna buy them shits.
We know you've wanted more storage with Xbox Series S, and I'm excited to share we have some news there as well.
Are they making an Xbox with more storage, or? Is it an S with more storage? Oh, it's an S with 1 terabyte. And it's in black. Because they never had a black one before this, right? Therese PlayStation Showcase was the best of the worst. And it's coming, okay, that's coming September.
And now for the one more thing you've all been waiting for. Prepare for the most comprehensive deep dive we've ever done for the biggest game we've ever built. So sit tight and enjoy Starfield Direct.
Yeah, that showcase was mid as hell. That was mid as hell. I'm not impressed, not blown away, not in the slightest. And now we got to sit through an hour. I'm gonna be real with you. Sitting through an hour of Starfield sounds like waterboarding to me. That sounds like an absolute cruel and unusual punishment to me, because I don't like this type of game. The game looks like absolute dog shit to me, and I feel like I'm about to be punished when I didn't do anything. I feel like I'm being like punished for a crime I did not commit, and I'm being sentenced to like 10 to 20. That's what it feels like right now.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today, and welcome to Bethesda Game Studios. You know, we've been so lucky over the decades to make the kind of games that we love here, and that's thanks to all of you. From the Elder Scrolls to Fallout, we love creating these worlds and playing in them just as much as you do. And throughout all that time, we'd often talk about and dream up the space game.
Let me think about
What
my
if we
score.
could take that feeling of being who you want to be and exploring a new world, but set it in space, where you weren't really limited in where you could go or what you could do. And that is Starfield. Obviously, we've come a long way since then with the games we've built, our technology, and all of us here in the studio. We've done so much together, but, well, we've never tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in and take a look.
Yeah, this is like a...
Starfield is our first new universe.
This is like a 4.5 or a 5 out of 5 to me. That showcase. 4.5, 5 out of 10. I'll probably give it a 5. I think I'll give it a 5. Not good though. Not good.
1,000 worlds. Because the choice of where to go, it's not ours, it's yours. And it wasn't until now that we had the technology to create it. From the rocks at your feet to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds. That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. We realistically simulate the galaxy around you. Our next-generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based on the type of star and the makeup of the planet's atmosphere. We also have an all-new animation system. And of course, you can play it in third person, and you can play it in first person.
Third person is God's intended camera angle. We all know that.
Exploration
So
and
that's
rewarding
good.
it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources, do a mission, and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected. We do love stuff and all of the items allowing you to pick everything up, and you can view all that in your data menu. This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory. We love to pack a ton of detail in every object, from all of your weapons to spacesuits to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess over food. When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you. I left Vasco here back at my ship.
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
And he can even say your name. Let's head out.
Our mission was to convey the wonder and majesty of space exploration, to evoke the romance of the golden age of early spaceflight. And we've been referring to this approach as NASA Punk. This means a design language where the tech is advanced, yet still looks grounded and relatable.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual interest is. Obviously the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style, and then Punk, which is all about style.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and analog touch, a bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used, worn, and lived in.
Alrighty, what's the plan, Captain?
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or...
I think Xbox, like, it's funny, Xbox has gone from, remember, Xbox was the shooter box at one point. Now it's kind of gone from the shooter box to being the Western RPG box. And I'm not necessarily a fan of Western RPGs. There are very select Western RPGs that I do like, very select. There's not a lot of them. So yeah, it's just, I wasn't going to like this shit either way. So it is what it is.
We'll plot a course to the...
You know, doesn't everybody feel like Western RPGs are the inferior RPGs? Doesn't everybody like low-key kind of feel that way? They are the inferior style of RPGs. I'm just saying.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
As soon as you land in a city like New Atlantis, your eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast buildings.
It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
So the main focus when we're designing a city is obviously what supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a Colony War memorial.
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzing if you really stop and think about it.
Buddy, it's coffee.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
By the time you meet them, Constellation is sort of seen as this mythical group.
Most people don't even know they exist anymore. They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The artifact, if you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god, look at how it's coming together.
That means there's a set built by an intelligence outside the...
There's a certain demographic of gamer out there that really likes the, you know, just the core of like exploration. Like you could literally make them a game that doesn't even have combat and is all about exploring. And some people actually love that. Some people will just buy the game and just explore. They don't give a fuck about the combat. I don't. Like, that's not the main thing I enjoy about games. Like, I'm playing Jedi Survivor right now, right? We're literally in the middle of it. And I get upset if I'm doing too much exploring and there ain't enough combat around. That's something that's actually been bothering me about the game very early on. That you'll have these like these segments and these parts of the game where you're like, it's like you're exploring for like what feels like 10, 15 minutes and there's no combat. It's just exploring and puzzles. And I'm like, yo, bro, where's the fucking combat? I like a balance of all of it. So I don't like when games are like that, where it's just so much exploration and not enough of the other shit that I like, not enough of combat and stuff like that. So yeah, there's no way I could play this game, because after I fucking walk 5 or fly 5 to 10 minutes and I ain't shoot nobody, I'm gonna get upset. I'm gonna be real with you. After I fly 15 minutes and ain't kill nobody, I'm gonna get upset. So
beyond the United Colony's reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space. The capital of the Freestar Collective is Aquila City.
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Neon started out as a fishing platform, but is now known throughout the Settled Systems as a pleasure city, where almost anything goes.
If you've got morality issues, this definitely isn't the job for you.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
I didn't see this coming. Summer Game Fest had the best show by far. That wasn't on my bingo cards. Jeff Keighley actually hyped up some shit and kind of delivered on it. I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
Are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all there, waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
So, ready to get out there?
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see and stories to experience. But the most important story is the one that you tell. I'm the type of person who spends hours in character creation, and I think people are going to be really excited when they see all of the improvements we've made.
One of the biggest overhauls was done through our character generation system.
We scanned a wide range of faces from different age groups and ethnicities, and by mixing and matching all that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game. So any character you see almost always is a character you could make yourself.
Hey, come on. Come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records.
The character creator does look pretty good. It does seem to have enough features and enough diversity and enough options. That it looks good.
Detailed or as quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
It's also the simplest character generation system.
Actually, I need to see the black hairstyles before I jump off a cliff, because it does look good, but you really judge a character creator based on how good you can create a black looking character, because that's what always like escapes these mofos, right? They'll do everything else, but you can't make a black character look black. It's just a white character with black skin. So we got to see if you're capable of actually doing that.
A backstory and start you out with 3 basic skills.
From chef to Dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
By Vectera! Is it really, really you?
He'll join your crew, and he'll give you gifts if you're willing to put up with his constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air. I've got to have every molecule.
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits to support your parents, but they're very sweet, and it's really fun to go visit them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my God!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do.
You know what I think bothers me most? I think what bothers me most about Western RPGs is the focus never seems to be making like the combat's like seamless, smooth, high quality combat. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a game that's like, it tries to do everything, but it doesn't really master anything. You know, like Western RPGs feel like a jack of all trades because there's so many different like game genres and elements all in one. But it doesn't do anything the best. That's really how I feel about it. And it's like this combat, the shooting, it obviously doesn't have the level of shooting in an actual game that's just a first person shooter. And to me, that bothers me. Because if that's going to be a major mechanic in the game, I want it to be really good. But this shooting kind of looked mid, kind of looked ass. It looked like a second thought, you know? It's not for me. It's not for me.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
I like maxing out my physical tree so I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat.
They told him to say that. Nobody wants to play a game where you just run up and punch every fucking body. Stop your bullshit. Who plays games like, oh yeah, I want my build to be a character that just runs up and punches everybody. Shut your stupid ass up. Nobody wants to play games like that.
Slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie.
Punching somebody is not a playstyle. Stealth is. A stealth playstyle is a build. Nobody just runs up and punches everybody. Shut your shit up.
Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them.
Take him down! Move, move, move! You're gonna pay for that!
I like blowing stuff up. Exploration is a key aspect of all our games. In Starfield, there are full star systems with new life, resources, and adventures.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm hungry. I'm not even paying attention to this. I'm trying to figure out what I'm about to eat.
And realism. We study data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable. From the way we approach planetary
Thinking about what I'm gonna eat.
Place biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun. Once we had created a
It's in the
grounded
fridge and the
world,
freezer.
we could start looking at all the things that make that world fun. When you leave a planet and head into space, you'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships. It's all out there. Ultimately, it's about rewarding your curiosity, because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having another character or home you can make all your own. I think you'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do. You can buy a ship.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Customize and upgrade that ship. And hire a crew to keep it up and running. And it all starts in spaceports. Every spaceport has a ship technician where you can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions, or even do a little smuggling. For now, though, we're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier.
This shit is NyQuil, bro.
You can customize and upgrade everything you see here. And you have two ways to do that.
This shit is NyQuil.
You can quickly upgrade individual systems like your weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything from the systems to the look and layout. Adding a new habitat module can give you more room.
Here, listen, y'all could say I'm wrong, and I may be wrong. And my perception of the Xbox fan base may be off. This is not the type of shit Xbox fans like to do. This is very PC type shit. Highly customized ships and exploration type games. This is literally a PC centric style game that PC dudes would fucking love. Like if you told me this was like a PC exclusive based on how it played, I would believe you. Because this caters to what PC game style like they like. Xbox fans do not like this type of shit in droves. I'm not saying that there's not some Xbox fans here and there that like this type of stuff, but holistically, Xbox fans do not like this stuff, bro. This is not their style of game. It's not. It's being forced on them, so they have no choice but to like adopt and adapt to this is the type of game they want and they'll play. But this is not what caters to the core fan base of Xbox fans. It's not. Like, since when? Tell me at what point in Xbox's history did the core fan base become gamers who like in the fucking weeds Western RPGs. When did that happen? I'm not asking when these games started to come to Xbox. I'm asking, when did the fans become fans of this type shit? When did it happen? Because it wasn't during the 360 generation. It damn sure wasn't last generation. So when did it happen? You know what I'm saying? When did it happen? Point out to me when the core fan base, this became their shit. Like the identity of Xbox based on the fans became this type of Western RPG. When did that happen? I don't think it ever did. I don't think it ever did. So
will affect how they run.
That's what I believe. Y'all can call it hate all y'all want. It's not. I believe Xbox has forced fans to become fans of Western RPGs. That's what I truly believe. And PlayStation has done the same when it comes to they've forced their fans to hate multiplayer. I've said that too. I think PlayStation has forced their fans to believing that anything other than single player is bad and horrible and toxic. Oh, co-op is bad. Multiplayer is bad. Live service. I think PlayStation has like indoctrinated their fans to believe that shit true. That shit too. It's all indoctrination and brainwashing. It's like a kid may not like fucking broccoli, but if you keep putting that broccoli in front of the motherfucker and he hungry, he gonna eventually eat that broccoli if he ain't got nothing else to eat. He gonna eventually eat that fucking broccoli. What else he gonna do? You keep putting it in front of him. He's like, well, all right, well, I might as well eat it. I've never heard, you know, Xbox, you know, it's like you've never heard the kids say, oh man, you know what, I can't wait to eat, mom and dad. I can't wait till you feed me some of that tasty broccoli. Can't wait for that in the morning. Can't wait for dinner and breakfast and lunch when I get to eat that tasty and just mouth-watering broccoli. I've never heard Xbox fans say, man, I want that super in the weeds PC style Western RPG. I want our console to be dominated by that. Nope. Never seen them say that either. Yeah, like Fable, you could say they've always liked Fable, sure. But outside of that, that's never been the identity of Xbox. That's never been like the main feature on their console. That's never been their identity. So, but it's Western RPGs have become their identity. So, not a bad thing. But I think the fans that act like, oh yeah, this is what we've always wanted. This is what we've been clamoring for. Cap. This is what you've been given. So you're accepting it.
After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit. You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship. Once you've taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours. Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport. But space is way more than fighting for your life. Just like when you're planetside, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship, like the UC Vigilance. or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars. There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
Let's do this. When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm going to board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I steal all these sandwiches and put them, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for sandwiches. I don't want to play the hero, but I want to go out and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Some of the best moments are the ones you discover on your own. The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures. Then, realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here. It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests, and it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit. We want you to feel like explorers, breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy. We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and wonder, and sometimes a little fear. We're giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
Hey everybody, we've shown you so much stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different. We put so much detail into our game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real world with our collector's editions. And for this game, we've done a watch. It is the Constellation Explorer's Watch. This is the watch that you actually get in the game that acts as part of your HUD, where it's the compass and then environmental information. It connects to your phone to give you notifications.
Didn't this shit backfire on them before when they tried to do something like this? Oh man. I remember this going bad for y'all before when y'all tried to sell merch.
To bring back samples from the moon. It's got an intricate locking mechanism, authentic, heavy, comes with a Constellation patch, NATO strap, and the overall functionality and believability of this as something that would exist in the world, in the Starfield universe.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there, and it even tells the time.
We actually have something else. Now that we're part of Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the Xbox hardware team, and together we have created this custom limited edition Starfield controller. It's awesome. It is now, our favorite controller.
We love this because it's inspired by the actual controls of your spaceship. And not only that, we've created the first ever custom headset with Xbox. And this is a perfect pairing with that controller.
Control, this is Constellation Starship Frontier. Ready to start on your signal. Steady till ready. Coordinates input. Plotting jump course. Guidance has converged. Getting auxiliary reactor power. System checks are green across the board. Prepare for departure. Ground jump commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2,
1. I'm sorry I'm not talking. I'm trying to I'm trying to keep y'all entertained by talking, but I really don't got much to say, man. It's
Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world. It's a Bethesda
I don't know, man.
galaxy. So why go
I have accepted that
Because we want to give you freedom
Back-
at a galactic level.
Back like 2 gens ago, even though 2 gens ago, there was a lot of dog shit that came out, right? There was a lot of dog shit games that came out during the PS3 360 era. Even though a lot of people catch amnesia and they look at that, they look at previous generations with rose tinted glasses and think that, oh, everything was everything that came out during that gen was great, and it was a golden age of gaming. There was a ton of dog shit that came out during that gen. A lot of dog shit. But I think the difference now for me is, even though there was a lot of dog shit, right? The games that were dog shit were at least like the gameplay and the genre is shit that I was at least interested in. You know what I'm saying? It was the type of game I was interested in. It just sucked. Now, I feel like gaming is a lot of games I'm just flat out not interested in. You know what I'm saying? So even if the game, even if the game might be good, it's not the type of game I play or I'm interested in. So by default, I'm not gonna give a fuck. You know? For example, even with games like we were just talking about it earlier. Lords of the Fallen. Lords of the Fallen, the first one, is a bad game. It's a bad fucking game, right? But it's the type of game that I play. It's the type of genre that I play and I can get into, even though it's dog shit. And I can tell you because it's a very short game, and I managed to beat it. You know what I'm saying? So it's shit like that. They're not making genres. They're not making the genres I like as much anymore. Even with when you take strategy games like XCOM. I played a lot of shitty RTSs. A lot of shitty XCOM clones. But there's a certain level of satisfaction and enjoyment I can get out of those shitty XCOM games because I still like the gameplay and the formula, even though they're nowhere as good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now I just feel like the games that I like, it's more a rare occurrence for me to get that. It's rare. Before, once again, even though the games might be not as good, might be mid, might be shit, before, during those gens, I would be just interested, and I would leave the year with it was easy for me to like beat 30 games in a year before. Easy. Touch, the high 20s, low 30s. That shit was easy before because there was just that many games in the genres that I like coming out. Now, bro, some years, this year is so far a good year, right? I'm definitely going to be in the I think I'm going to end up in the mid 20s with games beat this year. But other years, bro, there's been some other years I'll be lucky if I touch 20. There's been some years where I barely made it into the teens with the type of games I beat, with the amount of games I beat, because there just wasn't games that I was looking forward to, that I was interested in. So overall, the point is less games. There are less games being made for me now, and I've had to accept that. There are less games being made for me. I guess I'm being that goes for single player and multiplayer. So I'm kind of being aged out of gaming. I'm not saying I'm ever gonna stop playing games. It's not what I'm saying. I'm not one of these dramatic niggas that be like, oh man, gaming isn't for me anymore. I'm being aged out. I'm not that dramatic. But I am absolutely accepting that less games are being made for me, which results in me playing less games. That's all.
Add crafting and research stations in your outpost to utilize any resources you find or already have. Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes, larger magazines, a selection of grips and barrels, different ammunition like explosive rounds. All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor. You can also choose to go hands-on with melee weapons.
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid.
This man said fluid and animation. There's nothing. I'm sorry. I don't see anything fluid about the animations in this game. He capping with that one. I don't know how you say fluid animations in this game. That's one thing it does not have.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your environment. Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around. And for giving you an edge in combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying. Zero-gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero-G will actually push you backwards. Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
We also have mag weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage. Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own two fists, or you like more compact weapons like pistols and submachine guns, or maybe you prefer something bigger.
I mean, and the thing is, man, I'm always play games, but I have been looking into motherfuckers bring up fishing. Oh, that's like always the go-to when people talk about like gaming isn't exciting them anymore. They motherfuckers be like, "Oh, you about to pick up fishing?" But nah, I've been like looking into shit like drone flying and shit. Like I actually plan to get like my drone flying license just for shits and giggles and just start drone flying and shit like that. And literally learning other languages, because I always struggled in school when it comes to learning other languages and shit like that, mainly because like the school system is ass and like they don't really teach you in ideal situations how to actually learn languages. But literally I've been looking into doing other shit because gaming keep me busy, but not as busy as it did before. Definitely not as busy as it did before. There's enough gaps, I would say, in gaming to the point where I could invest my time in a few other things. I could invest my time in a few other things now.
Time and spent it here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like this can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible and passionate team that made it. All of them putting something special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
I like to use our photo mode to take rock star photos.
I just love that constant feel of discovery and, wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited about our outpost building systems.
My favorite part is every time you step out on a planet, it's a unique experience.
You spent all this time building your ship,
and you see it on the landing pad, these things are gigantic. It's the kind of thing that you just can't get anywhere else.
There's something about seeing a tower over in the distance and going, I know the gravity's low here. I think I can make that jump.
My favorite part is biomes, spaceships,
audio design,
planets, the day-night cycle,
Those details matter to me.
diplomacy, exploration, freedom, the ending, Vasco, obviously.
I love the robot so much.
I hate I get that it's a direct, but hearing when developers talk about games, it means very little. Because listen, when developers talk about a game, they will literally always make it seem like it's the best shit ever crafted. They talk so, I mean, it's their own game. Are they gonna say anything bad? Of course not. They're not gonna tell you anything bad, bro. Every developer on the planet is always gonna make their game seem like the best thing ever seen by human eyes. Always, bro. That's why that shit falls flat to me. Like, oh, this is what I'm passionate about, and this is what I worked on, and this is what we were making sure we did. Okay, cool story, bro. Cool story. Just like you and every other developer in the history of life have hyped up their own game and said that they're doing shit that they've never done before and all this other jazz. Is it over? Am I free from punishment? Am I free? Please free me. Please free me from my torture and imprisonment. Yeah, I'm sorry. This shit was mid to me. Shit was mid to me. I give it a 5 out of 10. And that doesn't include the Starfield showcase doesn't change anything for me. The Starfield Direct doesn't change anything for me. But I'm not really counting that because that's not really part of the showcase. But even if you count it, it doesn't do anything for me because that shit looks boring to me. But if I try, let me see everything. Let me see if I could get everything announced at the showcase. Okay. Because there's some people that swear like, oh, I'm just a hater. When listen, I've given Xbox credit where I felt like it was due, and I've said this is better than the PlayStation Showcase. I've said that it's better than the PlayStation Showcase, but I think Summer Game Fest was the best showcase this, in so far. So they showed Fable. Damn near there was no real gameplay of Fable. You could spin that all you want. There was no actual real gameplay of Fable. So that shit don't do nothing to me. I had the same stance with PlayStation. Show me some real actual gameplay. Did they show more than PlayStation? Sure, but that's why I'm also giving them a better score. So there was no real Fable gameplay. And this is not in order, by the way. Cyberpunk, I don't give a fuck about that. They showed off a Vow. That was some real gameplay. So I give them credit for that. Am I blown away by what I've seen from Avowed? No, because I'm not into these type of games all that much, these Western RPGs. No, but I give them credit. They showed actual gameplay, and it's a first party game. Cool. Starfield, I don't give a fuck about Starfield. It looks boring as hell to me, but they showed more gameplay. Gameplay doesn't look great, but giving them points for that. Compulsion's game, there was no gameplay for that. That was some in-engine footage shit. I don't think there was and the trailer didn't tell you shit. There was a Ubisoft Outlaws, Star Wars Outlaws game. Once again, I rate conferences, these publisher conferences, based on first party shit. So I give you some crumb points for third party. I always give crumb points for third party, but you don't get like a whole real point for it. It's not a score to me like that. Forza Motorsport. Okay, I'll give you a point. It's another Forza, but bro, like, what are we up to when it comes to Forza games? When you combine the mainline series and Forza Horizon, what is it? 10? Is it like 10 Forza games when you combine them at this point? Okay, Forza's Forza. Clockwork Revolution by InXile. That might be the best thing they showed, I think, as far as first party goes. That might be the most impressive thing because it looked like a combination of Dishonored and BioShock. That's probably the best thing they showed to me. So that game, I'm impressed by. This Metaphor ReFantazio from the Persona developers, which just seemed like Persona 6. Okay, some multi-plat. Spiritfarer, Payday 3. I don't give a fuck about this shit. Persona 3, don't give a fuck. Persona 5 Tactics. Like I said, I'm going to give you, that's a multi-plat most likely, but it's something that that's my style of game. I continue to mention that. My type of game that I get excited for. I like these type of games. So you showed that game. It's third party. Cool. You get some crumb points for that. Sea of Thieves. I don't give a fuck about no Sea of Thieves. And that was like a cinematic trailer for an expansion or some shit like that. Monkey Island crossover. Whatever. Flight Sim. Okay. It's another first party. I don't give it. Hellblade. No gameplay. What was this? Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Oh, God, I freaking hate Yakuza games. Multi-plat. Fallout 76. Cool. More gameplay. It's the DLC. Capcom reveals Path of Goddess. That was mainly like CG, I think. Banner Saga. Still Wakes from the Deep. Elder ESO, City Sky. This is not shit that I get excited about, and I don't give a fuck who shows it. I don't. My mother could show me these games. Jesus could show me a lot of these games. I'm not getting excited for it, so it's just not for me, man. It's not my bag. It's not my bag, bro. So I just am not impressed by it. But they like. I literally gave the PlayStation showcase like a 2 or a 3. I don't even remember. I think I might have given it like a 2.5 or some shit. So I gave it double of what Xbox. I gave Xbox double what PlayStation got because they showed more. I feel like that's pretty fair. I don't know what people are upset about on Twitter. It's because I try to be. It's obviously a subjective judgment, subjective rating. But I also try to be objective also, right? Where even if I don't like the game and it's not my type of game, I still try to look at it, okay, that game still looks impressive. But there's a bunch of games that I don't that are not for me and I still don't think they look good. There's games out there like, listen, I'm not interested, but I give credit where credit is due that it still looks good. I'm able to do that. I do it all the time. So, yeah, man. Shout out to Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley, I'm gonna fall back on the Kojima slander just because you had the best showcase. I'm gonna fall back a little bit. Not I'm gonna still be on your head, still be on Kojima head anytime he be pulling that bullshit. But I ain't gonna slander your lover too much. I'm gonna let you slide for a while. I ain't gonna talk shit about your significant other and your spouse like that for a little while. Just because you had the best showcase, you showed me shit that impressed that and people are like, oh, how could you think the summer Game Fest was better? I'm like, how could you not? But this is how we get into preference and opinions and what you like in gaming. Because let me bring up what they brought up in Summer Game Fest. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, banger. Prince of Persia, that looked good to me. I've never been like this Prince of Persia diehard person, so I understand some people wanted a Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake, but Prince of Persia started out as a side scroller, if I remember correctly. So I get some people didn't want that, but as somebody who's not like super critical of Prince of Persia, that game looked fine to me. So Prince of Persia, that's something I'm gonna buy. I look forward to that. Mortal Kombat looked great. I'm not somebody who plays Mortal Kombat, but once again, objectively, it looks really fucking good. What else was there? Fortnite, Sonic Superstars. I hate Sonic games. Everybody knows that. But this actually looked like a good 2D Sonic game. It looked like the game was actually pretty damn good. Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 looks like Resident Evil, looks like they adapted the Resident Evil formula. Everybody knows how much I love Resident Evil. So this is literally just Resident Wake 2. Everybody knows how much I love that shit. Like a Dragon, hate that shit. Star Trek, don't care. Toxic Commando, I don't even remember this shit. Sandland, don't remember this shit. Pal World, I don't remember this shit. That Lord of the Rings game looked like trash. Baldur's Gate, not into it, but I haven't been into the previous Baldur's Gate games, but that looked okay. Path of Exile, coming out really bad time. I'm not like, I don't dislike Diablo in this style of games, but their like time sucks. But I do think the gameplay of these type of games look good. So Path of Exile 2 looked good. What else was there? Lies of P. I played the demo. Shit was fire. Little stiff, little clunky here and there, you know. But y'all know I love Souls games, so that's a big W for me. That's a big W. Witchfire. That game looks good. I'm a little upset it's going to early access. Bro, just finish the game and release it. And I think that trailer is probably the least impressive trailer that they've put out so far, but that looked good. Remnant, I was never able to I played the first Remnant, was never able to like get too super deep into it, but the gameplay looked good. Immortals of Avium had an extended clip. I think Immortals of Avium looks fun. Once again, y'all not about to pin me and create this narrative that because when the game come out and if it gets like a 7, y'all gonna be like, oh, BG said the game was amazing. Not saying it looks amazing. Not saying it's this megaton game. I'm saying it looks fun. That's all I'm saying. To me, it looks fun. So that was good too. And also, Keighley's showcase is not supposed to. It's a third party showcase. So yes, I'm rating the PlayStation and the Xbox showcases based on first party. I don't have to hold Jeff Keighley to that same standard and that same criteria. So yes, I admit it's a little bit easier. He's graded on a little bit of an easier criteria because it's a third party showcase. So as long as the third party shows are games are good to me, then they did their job. So yes, there are more games in Jeff Keighley's summer showcase, more games that I'm impressed by in that showcase than I am in the PlayStation or Xbox show. And I think that lines up with the type of games that people know that I like. I'm still amazed by people that are shocked by like the shit I say. Because it's not like I come out of left field with this shit. I don't come out of left field with the type of games that I like. I've been saying and like showing the type of games I like for years. Like even when I went over like my 100 top games of all time, look at the list. It's consistent with the type of games I've always said are my shit. And people are like, what? Shocking. Why is this game? What do you mean? Why do you have 8 XCOM style games on your list? Nigga, I like XCOM. I've been telling y'all that for years. So niggas be shocked when Mario Sparks of Hope, XCOM, what's Gears Tactics, which are literally just XCOM games. Why are these on your list, BG? Nigga, I like XCOM games. If y'all would listen to me, y'all would know I've been telling y'all that forever. Wow. Motherfuckers don't listen to me. That's the problem. They don't listen to me. When someone shows you who they are, listen. Then you wouldn't be surprised about me liking a bunch of XCOM games. I've been telling people forever, hey, I don't like Fallout. I don't like Elder Scrolls. And motherfuckers want to be surprised. BG doesn't like Starfield. He's a hater. Motherfucker, you told me the game is literally Fallout or Starfield in space. I mean, Fallout or Skyrim in space. I don't like them shits. And I've told y'all that a decade ago. Why are y'all surprised? That's the shit that be pissing me off. Oh, you capping? No, I've been consistent. What do you, I don't know what the fuck y'all want from me. Don't know what they want from me. So, yeah. Like, I'm literally playing a game right now called Miasma, the Miasma Chronicles. You know what it is? It's another XCOM style game. And I bet none of you have heard about it. It came out like 2 weeks ago. But it's my bag because I like those type of games. No, I guarantee you almost none of you are playing it, but I am. Because I'm consistent with the type of shit that I like. I'm mad consistent, bro. So I don't know why people be confused by my consistency. Not Asthma Chronicles, My Asthma Chronicles. So yeah. Listen, that's my take. My score for Summer Game Fest was a 7. I'm giving the Xbox Showcase a 5. I give the PlayStation Showcase like a 2.5, and that's it. You can hate me now, but I won't stop now. Kiss my ass. I don't care. And I don't got no problem with anybody giving the Xbox Showcase a 9 or listen, if you think it's a 9 or a 10, I'm not mad at that. I see people giving it 9s and 10s and said they were happy about it. Listen, I'm not mad at that. That does not bother me at all if you think this was an amazing showcase, an amazing conference. That's great if you felt like it was amazing. Trust me, you're not going to see me crying about people giving it a 9 or a 10 or whatever, or a high score. Bro, trust me, it does not bother me. I don't want you to feel like the show sucked. I don't want you to feel like that. I don't state my opinions so other people can adapt it. I'm stating it because that's just how I feel. So if you feel like it was a 9, an 8, 9, or 10, bro, I got no argument with you, hombre. No argument. So oh, this man's a dickhead. And there was a few games missing, right? Which I think it's understandable that some of them were missing. So we didn't hear anything about the Indiana Jones game, Everwild, State of Decay 3, and Perfect Dark, and Outer Worlds 2. And Contraband. I don't know if I said that. So there was some shit they didn't show. It's just probably not ready. Stated, and it's okay that some of those aren't ready. Everwild, I think that game is vaporware, never coming out. Because they didn't know what the hell that game was supposed to be. I don't think that game's ever coming out. State of Decay 3, that game is well overdue if you ask me. They announced that game 4 years ago, I think. So it's kind of crazy that wasn't shown. Indiana Jones and Perfect Dark, that's completely understandable. That's something that's more recently in development. So that's understandable. And yeah, like, listen, the original Hellblade came out it was 2017, right? Wasn't it 2017? So 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. So it's going to be a full 7 years between these games. Let me check if Hellblade, when did it? Check, make sure I got that date right. Yep, Hellblade 1, August 8th, 2017. And is taking a full 7 years to come out. There are games that came out before Hellblade, right? And have released a sequel. Excuse me, there are games that came out after Hellblade 1 and have already released a sequel. Already. In the amount of time. I'm just saying. And they didn't even tell you when, and it wasn't a specific date. They just said 2024. They taken a hell of a long time for this game, and it wouldn't be so bad if they would show actual gameplay. They haven't showed actual gameplay. They haven't. The first trailer was some teaser shit. Didn't really show you much. Okay, cool. It's a teaser. The second trailer was some on rails running with some troll gremlin monster chasing you. It was gameplay, but nothing was happening. Literally nothing was happening besides her running in a straight line for like 5 minutes. And then this one, she walks 10 paces and looks down and speaks. What is the point? You could have kept that shit. I'm hungry. I am hungry. But, you know, I feel like sometimes I feel like I be on an island with the shit I say, but I'm okay with being on the island by myself. That's okay with me. If it means being real, telling the truth, telling my truth, I'll be on that island. It's a nice island. We got coconuts. You know, we got drinks with the little umbrellas in them. We got beach chairs. You know, it's not too hot. It's like the perfect weather. You know, like 78 degrees. You know, not too hot, not too cold, just warm enough. Well, let's go to 80. 80, but low humidity. I feel like that's perfect. 80, low humidity. Got a little bit of sunscreen on. You know, just sipping. It's nice on this island. It's nice. So, man, Weapon Wheel podcast will be 5:45 today, so it's in about 2 hours. Make sure y'all check that out. I will be live streaming the Capcom showcase. That's tomorrow at 6 p.m. The Ubisoft showcase, I'm not sure if I'm going to be live streaming that. I'm going to try to. I might be out, but that's at 1 p.m. I'm going to live stream. I'm going to try to live stream both. The Ubisoft one is uncertain. And I'm only live streaming these things for y'all because, you know, these things, a lot of these, they're probably not worth live streaming. It's not worth it. It's probably worth a watch, but probably not worth live streaming. But I'll live stream it anyway, just to interact with y'all. Man of the people. Now, you know, got to see what the discourse on Twitter is is going to be for the next week and a half. But listen, I appreciate all y'all who came through. Hit the like button, notification bell if you haven't touched that yet. Touch that so you can know You know, you could be part of the notification gang. Know every time I go live or upload a video. Follow me on Twitter if you're not already. I'm actually pretty close to. So I have 9,200 followers on Twitter. So that's pretty close to the amount I was at before I got banned. So I've been banned and suspended off Twitter like 10 times, damn near, right? It's been like 10 times. But the first time I got banned, my original account, I had like 10K followers. So, and then after that, after regaining my followers so many times and getting banned so many times, I finally stopped getting banned and have accumulated my followers to the original amount soon. When I hit 10K, that will be like damn near original amount. I've given up my days of being banned and suspended for the most part. If I need to curse somebody out, I get creative with it. I do it very safely, right? I use dog whistles and coded language that I can't be suspended for, or I be very blunt and I just delete the tweet, like maybe 10 minutes later, so I can't be suspended for it. So yeah, growth and maturity, man. We here, and yeah, shout out to all the patrons, shout out to all the subscribers, a bunch of new subscribers and all that, over the past year. Shout out to y'all. About to get out of here, man. About to see what's in the fridge, see what's in the freezer, something to eat. Oh yeah, the good old Uncharted 2 days, man. If you didn't watch my my 100 top greatest games list, I was talking about how I took so many games for granted at the time. If I knew the state of multiplayer games would be like this, I would have just appreciated certain games more, like Battlefield 3. Oh my, Battlefield 3. So if you didn't watch the video, Battlefield 3 is in my top 10 games of all time. I think I put it at number 9. I think I put it number 9 and number 10, Battlefield 3. And man, like that game is just, I want to cry, man. I want to cry when I think about how good that multiplayer was. And now there is nothing even close to it. We have nothing close to it. Nothing. And, at the time, just thought like, your head at the time is like, there's always going to be experiences exactly like this, But no, now we're in a desert. Nothing like it. And I just wish I would have cherished the multiplayer games like that at the time when we were playing it, because you had to be there. There was nothing like stuff like Battlefield 3, bro. Like the best multiplayer times of my life. Shit like Rainbow Six Vegas, Battlefield, SOCOM, of course Bad Company 2, man, Uncharted 2 multiplayer, man, these were the times, bro. These were the times. Whoo! Man. Hate to see that we don't got nothing like it now, unfortunately. Sad times, man. Mama ain't say it'll be days like this. Mama did not say. Yeah, I hated Uncharted 3 multiplayer. Absolutely hated it. Uncharted 2, though, whoo! Mama. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm about to get out of here. I'll see y'all in Weapon Wheel in 2-something hours. I'm out. Peace. Wait, did I read all the super chats? Well, let me check. Let me check. Let me make sure I ain't miss out on no super chat readings, and then I'm out of here. I think the PC game show is on. Y'all go watch that. I definitely ain't. Oh, Emmanuel A1, you should try Grounded. It's the best Western RPG I played, and it has black representation. 9 out of 10. Absolutely not, sir. Brian Lobo, I have never seen BG look so defeated. It's sad times, bro. Very sad times. Shar Games, you had donated a super chat. Appreciate that, sir. Sofa Spy, this looks like a movie trailer direct so far. Yeah, I read everybody else's, I believe. Yep. All right. I'll see y'all in 2 hours.